You open your story views and their name is there again. And now you're staring at your phone with the same questions. Why would anyone do that? Why would they watch everything you post but never reach out? Part of you thinks it's because they still care, but another part of you thinks you're just being delusional. But if they don't care, if they don't want you back, if they don't want to talk, if they don't miss you, then why are they watching you? There has to be a reason. It must mean something, and it does mean something. It means they're paying attention to you. But paying attention to you isn't the same as choosing to be with you. Now, what happens in the space between watching you and choosing you is where most people start making decisions they regret. It's confusing, but as the pieces come together, the situation starts to make more sense. There are basically 5 reasons an avoidant X will keep watching your stories. And I'm going to tell you what those are, what's driving their behavior, and why it's not yet the right time for you to reach out to them. The first reason is curiosity. When you've bonded with someone, even if you've broken up, this person still holds a special place in your heart and mind. You connect them with feeling safe and loved. Now, even though an avoidantly attached person can instantly shut down and pull away, they still feel that connection. That bond doesn't just shut off as quickly or completely as you might think. And because of that, they're still curious about you. Their attachment system still registers you as somewhat important in their life. They associate you with that desire to feel loved and safe. And when that type of connection is there, then you naturally feel compelled to check in on a person. But for avoidantly attached people, that feeling of connection also triggers anxiety. And if they pulled away, that means they are still regulating those anxious feelings through deactivation. That's what deactivation is. It's reducing contact and emotional availability to feel safe and more in control. Now, they may feel the pull of curiosity long enough to watch your stories, but those feelings of attachment are also being suppressed by their subconscious. So any contact beyond watching your stories is going to trigger them to pull away again because they are still in the early stages of deactivation. Which brings us to the second reason they watch your stories. We know they can be curious about you. We know that getting too close to a relationship triggers that subconscious fear, which is why they pull away. So watching your stories allows them to feel connected to you in a manageable way. Recently I took a trip to the Grand Canyon and we got there really early to watch the sunrise. And I saw this couple rushing up to the viewpoint. It was a husband and a wife, and they were really excited. She was walking quickly with her phone out, trying to catch the light as it came up over the canyon. But the closer the two of them got to the rail at the edge, the more her husband started to slow down and pull away. Now, she went right up to the edge and started calling him over. Come on, come look at this. It's so beautiful. But he just stayed back. He said, I can't. That's too close. I'll watch it from here. So obviously he wanted to share this beautiful moment with his wife, but he could only watch it from a place where he could feel safe. Now, that's how it is for someone avoidantly attached. They want to be close to you, but only at a distance where they still feel safe. So early on in the deactivation stage, watching stories becomes the place where both distance and connection exist. Now, as you're starting to put these pieces together, the pattern will become easier to see. Early on, it may only mean curiosity. Later, it may mean that they are starting to miss you. Closer to reactivation, it may mean they are testing how they feel when they see you again. But now, early in deactivation, they can still feel this connection, be curious, and will watch from a place that feels safe and manageable. But they're still not ready to reach out or fully connect with you yet. And that leads us to something important. The third reason they watch your stories. They miss you. Now, If you've been asking yourself if they feel anything at all, then watching your stories can be evidence that they do. But watching your stories is not absolute proof that they do miss you or that they're ready to come back. Now, it is one of the 5 reasons, and if they are watching your stories because they miss you, then it also means they're most likely midway between deactivation and reactivation. Reactivation is when the tension is starting to soften, your mind settles down, and a person tends to find balance again. Here, they can really start to miss you and even reach out to you again, but that has to happen naturally. Any pressure from you will most likely move them back into deactivation. The 4th reason they watch your stories is this: they're uncertain. They're uncertain if reaching out will feel safe, they're uncertain how you'll respond, and they're uncertain what reaching out would stir up inside of them. So instead of finding out directly, they look for emotional cues from a distance. At this point, they are moving more towards reactivation, but might not be completely ready to reach out. Now, a common misconception here is that they're only checking to see if you're available after they pulled away. But the truth demands a deeper understanding of what's really happening. And what's really happening is this: they are still trying to assess the emotional risk inside of themselves, not just with you. They don't know how you'll react, they don't know how they will react, and they don't know whether coming back will make them pull away all over again. Now, the 5th reason they watch your stories is because the deactivation has run its course. They're starting to reactivate and feel the regret, guilt, or longing that comes from unresolved feelings. Now, for someone who is avoidantly attached and all of those feelings from the breakup are starting to surface, watching your stories gives them a small update on you without forcing them to deal with the full weight of what happened. It answers those questions: what happened to them after I left? Are they okay? Did I hurt them? Are they moving on? Do I still feel something when I see them? Now, as they watch your stories, they see your face, they hear this voice, and all of those feelings that were pushed down inside are starting to come back to the surface. Now, maybe they think, I still care, I don't feel as finished as I thought, maybe I should say something. But there's another side to this. Watching your stories gives them just enough contact that the discomfort of missing you can start to fade away and they never reach out. So it may become a way to pay attention to you, but it is not the same as choosing to be with you. In fact, it may prevent or delay that choice. And this is where most people often confuse hope with evidence. You see them watching your stories, you feel like it means something, you hope they're ready to reconnect. Now you even know why they watch, but none of that tells you where they are in the deactivation, reactivation stage. And you won't know that until they actually reach out to you. And this is the hard part. When they keep watching your stories, you feel like you should do something. You want to text. You want to find out if they're willing to talk. You want them to say something so you can stop guessing. Now, that's why I built the no contact safety net, so you don't reach out at the wrong time. You'll know what to do before you text them, what to do when they text you, and what to do if you've already messed up. Get it now from the link below. Now, if you want to understand what regret actually looks like when an avoidant starts to feel your absence, watch this next video, because regret usually does not show up as a clean, clear apology. It often shows up first as something much more confusing. So click the video and I'll see you there.